On this episode, the race to get our cars ready begins, and we check out some Dub Monkey merch.
Welcome back in another episode. Now today, myself and Evan have a little challenge between both of us. So as you know, we are planning to take our cars to the track, in the next incoming weeks. I'd say 2 weeks max. We should be going to the track. So the whole idea of the challenge is to see who's gonna get the car ready first. And honestly, I think I have this. I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna piss through this. He's gonna get stuck on some fucking job, probably on the nut or the bolt, and he won't be able to finish it. So guys, stay tuned to see exactly what's gonna happen in today's episode. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to loose up a few bolts on the diff to get it welded, over the next couple of days, and it's just gonna be like that, easy job. Easy job. Okay guys, so first of all, I'm gonna jack up the car, and the plan is, to put a bit of WD-40, to lube those bolts that are on the differential underneath, leave them overnight and hoping for the best that I'm gonna be able to unbolt them in the morning. So stay tuned, Really hoping for the best tomorrow, guys. I've done that pretty much everywhere on every single ball that holds this together, and yeah, wish me luck. With this magic trick, I'll see you in the morning. Hey guys, so we got the car jacked up now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna release the bolts of the wheel, take the wheel off and check the assembly of this side. Also, I'm going to try to do some adjustment on my coilovers. I'm gonna try to raise them up a little bit because I personally think that they're a bit too low, and I think for the track purposes, and for going sideways, you're gonna need a little bit more height between those fenders, So we're gonna take the bolts off, check the whole assembly, and do the adjustments, on that side. And then once we finish off here, I'll show you how it looks, and then we do the same thing on the other side. So back to our assembly here of the coilovers. So I think I actually realized what is wrong with it. When I've checked the other side, the preset setup for the coilovers, it was wrong. So I'm not sure, I must have messed something up when I was doing the first time assembly. That's why I had an issue with this side. But now what I'm after doing, I'm after basically checking the other side, which is perfect. Also went onto the supplier, the Maxpeedingrods that supply those coilovers, and I've checked the actual preset measurements, and I'm actually gonna stick with exactly the same measurements as what the supplier manufacturer is requiring for those, and I'd say that should fix my issue. If I haven't mentioned yet, it's myself and Evan are getting our 2 drift cars ready for the first track day, and as you know, we have a little competition going between both of us to see which one of us is gonna get their cars ready first, So make sure to stay with us, because I'm telling you, E45, E46 fans, we are gonna smoke him, We're literally gonna piss through this, preparation. The only thing I'm kind of a little bit worried about is the differential removal, because as you know, it's all depending how tight the bolts are. I don't ever think, that once you get a BMW, you'll ever in your lifetime, will get your differential out, if you drive it on the road. So I don't think that job was ever done on the car, so wish me luck. Once this side is done, once we finish off with the adjustments of the coilovers and getting this, and once this is all assembled, we're gonna move on to the back, and we're gonna try to break a few bolts, literally. Stay tuned. Then we're gonna try to adjust the height, so So once that preset is done, you know, that goes into the hole clear, I'm gonna try to adjust the top, you know. Because this side I'm not sure what it is, but it's just way too low. So that's what we're gonna focus on next. It's already looking better, you know. I won't lie. That side, when I looked at it, even when I removed the wheel and I looked at the coilover in the threads, it was all over the place. Like that side was way lower, that was higher. So yeah, it's all about your measurements, guys. So make sure you measure. Start with the preset on your coilovers and then measure both sides. You know, make sure they're both identical. You know, because what I've done, I've changed the preset because I was trying to max out the springs as much as I could. I thought, because obviously as we know, we all learning here, the whole life it's a learning curve. I was trying to get this thing as low as possible, and I bumped and I started messing with the preset. So don't change your preset, leave it as the factory one, and then just try to adjust your coil, and that's pretty much it. That is a success. Happy days. We got rid of the movement. This side was so wobbly, and it was all down to this preset here, guys. So make sure keep the preset stock, otherwise you're gonna end up doing what I'm doing, and it's called a double job. So stick with the same preset. That's it. Now next step, we're gonna do some I'm gonna try to adjust the height a little bit. I feel like the cards, I know it's gonna sound funny, you're all gonna probably laugh at us, but I feel like the car is a little bit too low. So what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to raise it up a little bit, you know, especially on this side, because this side was fucking totally slammed down. So let's see how we get on. I'm gonna have to adjust the spring, you know. I'm gonna measure the other side first, see what measurements we are on the other side, and I'm gonna stick with the same measurement because I really like the fitment on the other side of that. Okay guys, so the next thing you gotta do if you're trying to adjust your coilovers is you gotta loosen up that bolt and then literally drop this down. And once you drop this down, you know, then you're gonna use this top collar to adjust your spring up and down. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna flip the camera with this magic trick. Here we are with the magic of my hand. We are back in here, so now we're gonna show you exactly, you know, by how to adjust your coilovers by using those two spanners. Those two spanners are usually common when you're buying your coilovers, you know. The whatever you're buying it from, it should definitely attach those two with your custom coilovers. Okay, so let's start on with it by loosening up this collar here, there. So you grab one on the top, lock it in place, and then just release it. So it's nice and easy. Then once you release it, you just basically drop that collar down to give yourself a little bit of room for your adjustment. Okay, and then once you've done that, the next thing you're gonna do, I'm gonna bring these guys a little bit closer. The next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna have to use the spanner and start adjusting your height. So basically, if you want to go higher with your suspension, with your coilover, you're gonna have to twist this collar anti-clockwise. So not clockwise, we're gonna go not clockwise this way, we're gonna go anti-clockwise, okay, in order to compress the spring. And this is the final result. We've managed to adjust our height. So have a look at this. It's a nice snug fitment, and there is still, let's try to see if we can get that focus for you guys, still good bit of room above the fender. I think it looks sick. Much better than a previous job, definitely. Much better.